Welcome back. See the rising seniors have moved down here. You everybody found their seat okay? I hope you had a great break. I want to give one quick announcement and introduce our guest speaker. To girls, only the girls today, please stay after morning meeting. Just for 5 minutes. All grades. And our speaker this morning is Rio Dennis from the class of 15, and she's going to be speaking to us about dating. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to invite her up here right now.
As Mr. Ganong said, I'm Rio Dennis. I'm a freshman. And next, we're going to show a video that I made last year for my digital stories class about self-control and respect in dating. So I hope you enjoy it. There's a slideshow next. So before your next relationship is a seminar that my mom and I go around with teens and preteens and talk about domestic violence and dating violence and date rape. The statistics are that 40% of teenage girls between the ages of 14 to 17 know someone in their age group that has been hit or beaten by their partner. Also, that 1 in 4 teenage girls who are in their relationship have revealed that they've been pressured to perform oral sex or engage in intercourse, even if they've done it before. 1 of 3 teens experience some type of abuse in their romantic relationships, including verbal and emotional abuse. In the next slides, we'll talk about the different types of abuse as well. Nearly 80% of girls who've been physically abused in their intimate relationship continue dating their abuser, because most of them don't know that they're in a dangerous relationship. 54% of homeless women with kids are homeless because of domestic violence. I know a lot of us see homeless women on the street and judge them just because they're homeless with their kids and think they made a bad decision in their life. But a lot of them, it's because they didn't have any other choice, and it was safer to be out on the streets with their kids than with their husband. Physical abuse. Any intentional, unwanted contact with the victim's body by either the abuser or an object in the abuser's control. There are different types of physical abuse, like scratching, punching, biting, kicking, throwing something at them, pulling your hair, choking, using a weapon, slapping, and shoving. These all seem so bizarre and so out of reach for teenagers, but it happens all the time. Sexual abuse. Any sexual behavior that is unwanted and interferes with the victim's right to say no. The types of sexual abuse is rape, unwanted kissing or touching, forcing the victim to go further than they want even if they've had sex before, and or not letting the victim use birth control or protection against sexually transmitted diseases. 683,000 forceful rapes occur every year, which equals 56,916 per month, 1,871 per day, 78 per hour, and 1.3 per minute. Verbal abuse is anything that the abuser says or does to the victim that causes the victim to be afraid, lowers the victim's self-esteem, or manipulates or controls the victim's feelings or behavior. This is one of the most popular forms of abuse. It includes name-calling, intentionally embarrassing the person in front of other people, keeping the victim from seeing or talking to friends and family, using online communities or cell phones to control, intimidate, and humiliate the victim, making the victim feel responsible for the violence, stalking, threatening to commit suicide in order to manipulate the victim, and or threats of violence and harm to expose the victim's secrets. See, the one in red, keeping the victim from seeing or talking to friends and family, that is the first sign of an abusive relationship. Physical, sexual, or verbal. And it starts off with small things, like, no, you shouldn't go out to that party, like Marisol. And then all of a sudden you're saying you want to go to your family's house for Thanksgiving, and they're not letting you go because they want to be with you over Thanksgiving. And then it just goes further and further until it's at the point where you're scared to get out of the relationship because they may commit suicide or threaten violence or harm to you. If you need someone to talk to about anything, whether it's your friend or yourself, you can talk to your advisor, your dean, or a counselor. Now available in the library are these 3 books that also talk about dating violence or dating in general, which is Hardships by Jenna Skye, The Dirt on Breaking Up by Haley DeMarco and Justin Lacadum, Before You Date by Haley and Michael DeMarco. You can also go on this website or call any of these numbers for help. Thank you.